Hello. How's it going? Anything I can help you find?
Looking for the first Kingdom Hearts for PS2.
I'll have to double check. You said the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have it out there. I have the disc, so unless somebody stole my box. Or they moved it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Cool. Yeah, it should be cool.
Sweet. Those are awesome. Can't wait for the new one.
I'm getting them for her because she hasn't played them. And Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out at the end of the year, so I need to get her into it. And I have Kingdom Hearts 3D for the 2DS that I'm playing through. So when I'm done with that, I gotta make her play that too.
I was denied a childhood.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad.
You missed out.
I did miss out. I missed out really bad. Anything that was not Christian or related to Jesus or God was satanic. So I couldn't listen to certain music, read certain books, play certain games. Animal Crossing, that was my entire life though, because you can't really go wrong with Animal Crossing.
Still a lot of good games though that you probably could.
Babe, I want to get a Game Boy Color again.
I have Game Boy Advance.
I like the colors though.
I mean, you can play Game Boy Color games on a Game Boy Advance.
I know.
It's just my screen's really scratched up. It still works though.
What kind of Game Boy you got?
Game Boy Advance, the
The little one.
yeah, it's like this white one, except it's the see-through.
Oh, okay. You can get new screens for those.
I like your shirt.
Oh.
Free games yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one that I had when I was a kid that I had for years. I
have
still
one
have
of
it.
those.
Still
I have
works.
one of the
It's sitting in a
flip
box in my
ones, too.
closet.
I had one of the flip
I just have
ones
no games
too.
for it. Actually, I have one game for it. I have a Japanese Pokemon Silver game. The internal battery died on it, so it won't save. Which sucks. But
you can fix those too. We actually fixed those, but
yeah, it was something that my dad ended up finding.
yeah, those batteries all die.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been about that long. Almost everyone that gets traded in here, I got to put new batteries in. 1967 on these two.
Did I scan my members thing on there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got the 20%
How much
off
was it?
both of them. So.
There, now I got both of them.
Cool.
I actually still have all my save data. Maybe that's fun.
Next we need to get Animal Crossing on the Wii.
We're supposed to be making the Animal Crossing for the phone.
They did. They already
Is
did.
it already
It's
out?
been out for almost a year.
Yeah.
I've been playing it since it came out, and like I've been going hard.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, Animal Crossing was never my thing, but I knew
You run a little
it.
campsite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right now there's an event for searching for little gyroids.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my thing, but I knew it was like something they were
Animal
doing.
Crossing's great. I love it.
That's cool.
But everybody has their own taste.
Yep, that's true.
You have a good day.
You too.
You can look at it.
Still getting everything set up. Just give me 1 second. What's up, everybody? Or all 4 of you that are in here right now. Oh, it's going good, Tyrone. How about you? Just putting trade-ins away and crap like that. And you guys see the new Red Dead trailer that came out today? It's pretty awesome. I should play it. I can't wait for this game. Cannot wait. So $18.99. So this is a prequel. What's everybody playing? God, I can't wait though. I think I've watched this like 4 times already. I love God of War. I wish I had more time to play it, Tyrone. I've been streaming it. I've done like, I try to stream like at least an hour or so of it at a time. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's one of the best games. They showed John Marston in here, the main character from the first one. Where is he? There he is. God, I can't wait for this game. That just looks so badass. I can't wait. I'll put some God of War on. Oh, so what's have you played it yet, Tyrone, or are you just asking me like what my opinion is? I think it's phenomenal, but what do you think? I haven't heard anybody like either too. I haven't heard anybody come in here and say they didn't like it. I think we got one traded in at our other store, but that's because they beat it, not because they didn't like it. You have two. It took me a little while to get used to doing the attacks up here, you know, on the R1 and R2. But once I did, it was good. I know you can switch them to the buttons, so it's like it used to be. But I kind of like with throwing the axe now. I mean, so you can aim and then hit these. It's kind of like almost like first-person shooter controls. So, but I think it's phenomenal. The people have figured out though there is a emulator now for PC that runs PS4 games, and they got this game running on PCs now, which is kind of crazy. But it doesn't surprise me because the PS4 and Xbox One are basically just underpowered PCs. What's up, Mark? I'm good. I'm good. Just putting away trade-ins. I got bombarded with trade-ins. That's like normal. Everybody trades in stuff now. Let's see what's in. New God of War is awesome. The other thing, Tyrone, that they don't have in this one is there's no nudity. In the old ones, if you played them, like Kratos was always like, it was like mini games where you could, you could basically go to bed with some hot chicks for extra health and stuff. But I think they did that because that's the day and age we live in, and honestly, it was kind of unnecessary in today's day and age. How far are you in the game, Tyrone? God, I got a lot of Mortal Kombat X. Gotta have a sale on Mortal Kombat X. Actually, I got a lot of Xbox games in general I'm trading. Yeah, you would get loads of red when, you know, when he finished. Alright, one more game to put away. I feel like I've been putting games away all day. You beat only one boss. Did you beat like that Viking guy at the beginning? Is that the boss you're talking about, or the big giant? You got a long way to go then. I was playing the other night and someone said I'm about halfway, and I've been playing I feel a while. You can run around doing a lot of side quests. I like it when you get his blades, when he gets his blades out. I kind of like his blades better than just doing the axe. He throws his blade like Scorpion and pulls the people back. I wish he would say, "Get over here." Yeah, the Viking boss is awesome. Oh, there's more Viking bosses. Don't worry. Game is hard in parts though. Like some of the boss battles, man. I'm like, I get to like where I can only, if I take one more hit, I'm dead. I die a lot, but I feel like I'm just barely beating some of the bosses. Got some customers coming in. It's so beautiful out here today. It's like in the 80s today here. Hello. Did you guys need help at all?
No.
Right. If you guys hear me talking up here, I'm not crazy. I'm talking to people online. So
I was just about to say the same thing over here.
yeah. So I just want you to know.
You're good, man.
People look at me crazy if they just see me talking to the TV. Camera's on me, so don't worry. Mark, yes, you fight that guy again. You plan on giving me... You know what? I don't remember. I picked whatever the default was. Whatever it defaulted to, that's what I went with. Yeah, I am crazy, Mr. K. Look what else I got traded in today. Larry, oh my God. Cavs about gave me a heart attack last night. I'm not so sure the Cavs won that as much as the Raptors blew it. But I'll take it. All the pre-play games are 20% off at the moment too, whatever that top price is. We're basically giving everybody the members price, which is it's 20% now. So.
Nice.
I don't have a problem with the PS4 controller. I mean, other than the analog sticks are different if you're used to Xbox, you know. These are reversed, but I actually like the PS4 controller.
What do you think?
white PS4 Pros are cool looking. You could always Boa. I don't have the right one, but if you look into these Brook game converters, you can get one of these for the PS4 that'll let you use Xbox One or Xbox 360 controllers on a PS4 if you really want to. But this one lets you use PS3, PS4 on an Xbox One. But there's another one, I believe it's black, that you can plug into a PS4, and it lets you use Xbox 360 or Xbox One controllers on a PS4. If you really hate the controller. Miss Kelly, your Celtics are playing real well, even without all the people they're missing. By the way, hello, Miss Kelly. Next year, the Celtics are going to be a problem.
Is this the game where you can be like Michael Myers and stuff?
Yeah, in that one you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, online. Yeah.
I kept forgetting the name of it. Is it good? Is it a good game?
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, that and Friday the 13th are kind of the
Okay,
same type of
okay, I was
game.
just gonna ask
Yeah,
you
did
that
you
too.
play Friday the 13th at all? Or?
We were just looking
We were
at
thinking
it.
about getting that one too.
It's basically like when you play online, one person's the bad guy and the other people,
Yeah.
are.
Which one's better, you think, Adam?
I kind of like that one a little bit better. I'd say Friday the 13th sells a little bit better. I think it's got more of the name recognition.
Mm-hmm.
And that one at first they didn't have Michael Myers in; they added him later.
Okay.
So
Did they have other?
I think so. It's been a
Horror
little
killers
while
in it?
since I've played it. I'm
Okay.
sure they'll add stuff to it too.
Yeah.
But they're honestly they're basically the same game.
It's just,
Yeah.
I like it.
I actually think when I play those, I have more fun being the bad guy
Yeah.
than
Pretty
being.
much you just hunt down random people online.
Oh, and kill them, and
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
and it's pretty violent, so it's fun. Yeah, Kyrie though he's always good, but you guys get even without Kyrie, Boston's really good. Yeah, they're gonna be the #1 seed again next year.
Blackbeard game.
Black Mirror.
Days Gone when it's ready. It'll be done when it's ready. I don't have a problem with them taking a long time for games. That means they're not rushing them. I'd rather have a complete game than a early game. Ooh, Hayward, by the way, I was watching that game, the first game, when he broke his leg. That was nasty. No, Days Gone will probably be this year. Probably be this fall.
Read it right here. Should tell you.
Larry, I mean, Celtics are probably who, if we get past the Raptors, Cavs aren't playing that great. Cavs are better last year. I think they'll still get to the finals. I don't think they have a chance against the Warriors, unfortunately. But I guess just getting there, you have a chance. But the Warriors are good. Too good. I hate the Warriors, too.
But they're pretty much the same game, so it was
Probably Miss Kelly. Probably. I hate them, too. So cocky. I want to rip that mouthpiece out of Steph Curry's face, shove it down his throat. I don't like Steph Curry at all. He's good. I'm not saying he's not good. I just don't like him. Yes, I remember Duke Nukem Forever. Actually, I worked at GameStop back then. We used to take reservations for it. We had reservations that were like 6, 7 years old at certain points on that game. It was crazy. We used to joke that Forever wasn't the name of the wasn't a name in the title. That was when it was going to be released.
This is $90 right here.
Yeah, the Pats were going to jump up to take Baker.
I can have this in the garage. You serious?
I know the Warriors can lose. Being a Cavs fan, I saw that when we beat them when they were up 3-1. I know they can lose, but the odds are they're not all. I could turn that on if you wanted to check it out. I just don't turn it on all the time.
Yeah, I was just checking. I was just looking at it. This one's out of order. Is it still for sale? Or is it
Yeah, I gotta fix the monitor on there. I just haven't got around to it yet. I was gonna.
going for it?
It'll be probably around 1,000. That one's pretty popular.
Yeah.
I remember where that was in Sandusky that I always played. I can't remember if it was the movie theater.
It works perfect. The monitor just has issues, and I gotta fix it. So,
That'd be pretty cool
That is pretty cool.
yeah.
though. Yeah.
And it's like they have different revisions of it. It's revision 3, which is the latest. So it's like the most up to date one,
Yeah.
which makes it a little bit more sought after. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Centipede works perfect, 100%, looks great and everything. It's just old. We don't run it all the time, so.
Right.
Because it's got a pretty good monitor on it. I don't want to burn it in, so.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't know.
I'm actually debating on the Mortal Kombat. I'll probably keep it that way, and I'll probably keep that monitor in it. It's just costing. I was thinking about maybe throwing a modern monitor in it too.
Yeah.
So, because it is a 3D game, it's not really. Some of the old games look better on a tube. That one looks good either way. So,
You ever been to that? What's that bar called in Cleveland?
16-bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah,
cool?
It's
yeah,
so cool there.
yeah. Actually, someday I wouldn't mind opening something like that around here.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's like on my list of
Yeah.
stuff.
You go in there and you're just like, this is awesome.
I know, I love that. I love the barcades. I
And
love
we just
those.
kept trying different drinks, and then we're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's get another one. You know?
They have everything like free too, right?
Yeah.
I think the last time I was there, yeah. You just gotta be
It's
drinking
over.
or
Right.
Yeah.
eating or.
Oh wow.
Right.
That's a little different than the
Yeah.
one.
The old school.
Yeah. So we sell a lot of the old stuff, especially. Cedar Point opens up and we get more tourism around here.
I was watching the Goldbergs today, the episode
Oh.
where they talk about the ET Atari games that were buried in
man.
that landfill.
Yeah. It was true.
It was. They had all kinds of stuff.
So you
in
got
there.
like,
We got everything. Here.
oh my god, I'm thinking about buying that.
Here's the more rare NES stuff too. It's locked up.
What were you
but-
looking at? Oh, yeah. Super.
Oh, super.
Oh yeah.
Those are sweet.
Me and my cousin did that plenty of times.
I played Donkey Kong like that. It was
No,
nobody's
I
business.
like Mario and what's that one? Is it Super Mario World?
Yeah, Super Mario. I was just seeing if I have it. I usually have that, but then it always sells, and then I get more in. Let me see. So that's my overstock. Yeah, actually,
There's Donkey Kong right there.
I am out of Super Mario World.
No.
Yeah, I don't see it. Let me double check just in case I missed it. Yeah, that's one that's like the one everybody goes for is Mario World.
It'd be in that.
Yeah, it's like about $20 for that one. It's not, it's more, but it's not crazy high. We get it all the time, but it sells all the time. Yeah, I'm not a Mario World.
There's no other kind of Mario for that.
For Super Nintendo, no, they had that
Right.
Mario. Well, they had Mario World, then they had Mario All Stars, which had Mario 1, 2, and 3. The NES ones were remade. for Super Nintendo.
You don't have that.
No, I don't. I'm out of that one too. Mario in general is hard to keep in stock. Sorry.
That'd have been fun.
Yeah,
Shit's fun.
it is. Let me start grabbing these ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just have them ready.
Dad can come and check with box.
Yeah, the boxes are worth as much as the game half the time.
I had every game with the box and I sold them all
I wish I'd have kept all these.
Yeah, I know. I had so many games.
Yeah, I had all of them.
Last one on both of these. Yeah, if you want to see anything out of it, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking. That'd be cool. Right? What is that?
It was
Oh,
one of the first
God.
games ever made, and they buried all of them in a landfill.
Yeah, but I like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I still have one of those. The games and everything at my mom's.
Oh.
Yeah. I had that game. It was a horrible game, dude. It was an absolutely horrible game. And what about regular Nintendo? I wonder if he has Mario with that. Maybe out everything.
You guys must really like the horror stuff.
Yeah.
You're both really in here. That last one on both of
You
these.
get this one? That's a good game. Yeah, she pulled out this game, and I actually owned this.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna actually buy the
Oh,
Mortal
shit.
Kombat
Oh
one.
my
Sorry.
god.
You want to see something funny? Let me show you.
It's a horrible game.
Yeah, I know. You want to see something really funny? This is a machine called a Retron 5.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Watch this. When you put this game in, what it does.
Jesus.
It's just got to load for a second.
You ever seen this game?
I think so.
Shaq Fu.
I think so.
They're making a sequel. Actually, they're making a new one.
Oh my god, no.
They're making a new one. Yeah.
Don't do that to people.
This is pretty funny though. Hold on. I didn't stick it in right.
Is that right there? Or are these just boxes up here? Or is that challenge set? Does
It's
that
in
have
there. Yeah, everything's in there.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, when you throw Shaq Fu in, it's like we recommend another game. It's a sad face.
Wow. And thrown under the bus.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's really bad, but
so bad.
it's so bad that they put that in that machine.
Unfortunately, I played it.
Yeah. I can't believe they're making a sequel.
I had this game, like I had it. Oh my god, it's so bad.
It is
Dude is
bad.
age 22.
Do you have a membership here? You used to.
Yeah, I just don't have the thing for it.
You can get a new one, or you can just use your email to log in if you want.
You know, huh?
Yeah, you can type your email and see how many points you got. You might get an extra discount. Yeah, here it is. It's really bad.
It's so bad.
I wonder how the new one's gonna be.
Probably like that.
I hope not. I remember it.
There's
now when I
actually a
look at it.
petition online to try to get them to not make it.
So as you know, it's a
Oh, you have this.
You have
Yeah.
6. Yeah, make
I
sure
don't
you
ever
log-
use it. That's the thing.
Well, when you get up to 10, you'll get another $5 off.
Oh, cool.
And you get 20% off all the used games all the time. We were doing 20% for everybody at the moment, but it's 20%.
Yeah, because you can just come in here and check in.
Yeah, you can get one per day.
I mean, even if you don't even buy anything. you
Yeah,
just
I
come in here
remember
and do
him saying
that. I
that.
don't know why I don't do that.
These two are 53.
How much
40?
is the
That
thing?
one's 150.
It's got
It's
Super
got
Mario
2
3.
controllers, Super Mario 3, everything that came with, normally. So, yeah.
That'd be so much fun. You don't want, you want to play that?
That's funny. Are there other games like that that this added?
I've heard of a couple other ones. This was the first one I've come across.
That's funny.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious though that they did that.
I'm gonna actually buy the Mortal Kombat myself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You want me to do Mortal Kombat first?
Yeah.
2139. Yeah. It just says we recommend another game. Kind of funny.
Gorilla, yeah.
That was a cool game.
That's a good game.
Yeah, that's a cool game. I mean, you can always get there are off-brand NESs too that run all that stuff, and even these are really cool if you're hooking it up to a modern TV. They do HDMI and they look pretty good on a modern TV.
And they play that?
Yeah, those are $40.
And it'll still play
plays all the Nintendo games.
Super Mario, or...
regular, all the Super Mario 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That one just does NES games. There are this one does NES and Super Nintendo. The Retron 2. And
it's the same graphics and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just an off-brand system. All the patents have worn off on those systems, so anybody can make them now. So there are generic versions of them.
And this one right now, you just plug it in and you
that one,
Super Mario Brothers.
Right, and that one just does the red, white, and yellow hookups, the audio video hookups, which is fine.
Okay.
These are kind of newer. I do have a Super Nintendo one I'm out of, but they're starting to come out with newer ones now that have HDMI, which look even better on a modern TV. But those ones look fine.
And what does that one have all on it?
That one's just NES. And the one I threw the thing on there, this is the expensive one. This is the Retron 5, which was what I just tested on.
Mm-hmm.
But
and does that play all the cartridges?
it plays regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, does Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color.
Oh, it does all of it.
It does everything. It does Japanese
stuff. Does it do
stuff
64
too.
or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I would say you probably will see some kind of attachment
this one
to it.
NES, Super NES,
and Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah. I think you'll probably see N64 attachments for that one by the end of the year.
Okay.
The N64, the patent just ran out this year.
Gotcha.
So it's going to take a little while for them to make that type of stuff. Because legally they can't do it until the patent
we're
runs
getting
out.
old when all these patents are running out.
Yeah, yeah.
You said 39, right?
Yep, 2139. So yeah, N64 just ran out this year. I think that one's going to be a cool... I wouldn't be surprised you see some really cool systems that play N64 games and make them look even better.
Yeah.
So than they did before, because you got more powerful systems now that'll be able to run them.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you usually get games when it just somebody brings them in type deal?
Yeah. We got another store too, so we tend to throw stuff back and forth. I mean, if you really want me to, I can see if they have one of those Super Marios. I can always get it sent here. Usually between our two stores we have that game.
And you said you had 64 at your parents'?
Mm-hmm.
The next time we'd probably do a transfer is maybe tomorrow, but it might not be till Friday.
Okay.
So.
I gotta.
Let me call them and I'll see if
Sega
they even
Genesis
have
at
them.
home with all the games.
Did he get a thing for that or no?
You get the reward point just for logging in. You don't get any discount on new games, only used games.
Gotcha.
So.
I just bought that game. It's a little cartoony, the Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, yeah.
It's cartoony, but it's something to play around with your buddies on there. But it's just, I wish that another game would come out kind of more real.
I think that game will get better as time goes on.
Yeah.
They'll always be adding to it.
See, I don't like cartoony games necessarily, but my buddy pretty much forced me into buying it. So
He wanted you to play it.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get another controller though, because that one's junk.
Xbox.
Yeah.
There's new ones there. I do have. Actually, we sold it. I guess. I did have a used one.
Lightly used.
Yeah, actually, they must have sold it yesterday. Crap. I was off yesterday. Yeah, it's gone.
Those are regular ones. No,
Those are all 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't have any used ones at the moment. We had a gray one. We have one of those used, the gray. Yeah. They're all wireless now. I could not tell you why the Minecraft one's so expensive either. They just are.
It's just a shell.
Yeah. What's up, Chad?
What's the difference with this?
Yeah, those are cool. That's just a limited edition one. We have one of those used. That's the one I had used, and I thought I had it, but
Just the color wise is limited.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
We had some Sea of Thieves ones that were really cool too, but we ran out. So the Sea of Thieves ones look really cool.
That's a wire.
Yeah, it's a wired one. All the off-brand ones are wired. All the only ones that make wireless are Microsoft.
So this will go with my charger that I have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those are really nice.
I'll have to get this.
Alright.
Sweet.
And they have the elite.
I'm out of those. Those are 150.
Yeah, I know. I don't get them though. It's just like you put your finger in it, and it's pretty much.
Well, the big thing is the analog. There's a couple things. The analog sticks pop off. They're just magnetic, and they give you different attachments. So like for different heights, different
Yeah,
like
you customize it pretty much.
yeah. And the big thing though that most people like is on the back you can put these paddles and you can map them to any of the buttons.
Yeah.
So like if you're doing first person shooters, you never have to take your right thumb off of the stick to hit another button because you can hit them underneath. So that's where people feel they get an advantage.
Yeah, I can't wait till I've been playing PUBG,
Yeah, me too.
and I can't wait till it comes out like for real.
Yeah, me too. They need to update a little bit. Add some more maps.
Like what
and
we're
stuff.
playing right now, that's just the.
It's just the beta.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all.
101.63.
Graphics are good to
That's
go,
the total
and-
credit you get to do right here. The Buckeyes.
What game did you get?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
Mortal Kombat XL with all the scary guys in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my controller that I like using is pretty much done.
Unfortunately, they don't last forever. I went through a bunch too myself.
Yeah, I game a lot.
Do you play on Mixer or whatever it is?
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it over
Yeah.
there. I'm like, it kind of sort of looks like it.
Yeah, it's just YouTube. But I'm actually when I'm here, I usually stream from the PS4.
Oh, okay.
So that's like the PS4 streaming thing. But I when I'm at home, I stream. I got a green screen and everything. So
Nice.
Oh, nice.
yeah, I just do it normal when I'm at home. So
Maybe my buddies do that.
I got about 1,300 followers at the moment, so I just started not too long ago.
Yeah, we made friends with a guy that we game with, and what's he got? It's like something stupid. Yeah, it was like 20-some thousand people were watching.
Yeah,
him,
if
or
you
following him.
yeah, if you get up to about like 30,000, you could probably make
Well,
you
he's
could
got
support
sponsors.
yourself.
He's got sponsors. He does giveaways. He does
Mhm.
all that crap.
Yeah, when you get up there, you could definitely make some money doing it. So
And the thing is like we play pretty much like the same way, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just I'm like, how the hell did you do that, man?
it takes a while.
Promote
It takes a
yourself.
while. Yeah, you just got to
People
do it.
donating them,
Yeah.
and donating them money.
I get a
and,
few
you know.
donations
I
here
was
and
like,
there,
what?
but I don't ask for donations or
Right.
anything. Sometimes people just surprise me with them, but
Yeah,
it's just cool.
but he's on there like.
Yeah, you almost got to
all
treat
the
it like a job to get that many
Yeah.
to get a lot of people. It is a job. You got to do it like there's
Right.
guys that do it like 8 hours a day. You know.
He's constantly every
Yeah.
time I get online, constantly on there.
Yeah. See, I kind of just I do it for fun. Like I
Yeah.
do it like usually if I'm closing the store, I'll do it the last hour we're open in the store. And I mean, there's 18 people in here right now, but I've got
Yeah.
where I've had over 100 and
Yeah.
and. So yeah.
Yeah.
I've been kind
People
of
wanna play
ignoring
with
them,
you on there.
unfortunately. So, but,
Yeah, people want to play with you on there. and
yeah,
give you
people kind of like to ask us questions and stuff too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, thanks for the help, man.
Yeah, no problem. Have fun.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls is free this month. Yeah, if you guys ever want to check them out, just let me know.
Appreciate it.
Yep. I like turtles too. Actually, if you like, it might have changed, but last month, They had a game on the PlayStation Network called 99 Vitas that was free, and it was 4-player. It was a beat 'em up, like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Simpsons or whatever. Let me see what comments I missed. I'm sorry, guys. They were talkers. Yeah, Daniel, I'm going back. I didn't mind the Warriors, too, until they signed Katie. Actually, I think without Katie, the Cavs would have beat them last year. If defense wins championships, you're right. The Cavs aren't winning. And actually, like, Miss Kelly, your team still has a shot this year to go to the finals. Because the Cavs are very beatable. They're not that good this year. Kevin Love has been sucking. It's been all LeBron. Until no, people like to talk to me. Is an original Sega Dreamcast modded? I mean, you can mod them. Oh, is original Sega Dreamcast modded worth anything? Sure. I mean, Dreamcast, non-modded Dreamcast sell for about $50, like complete. I mean, I'm assuming it's just modded so it can play Japanese stuff without a problem. See, the thing is, the modding's not that big of a deal anymore, though, Barry. It's nice, it's convenient, but you can buy, you can, most people just download the games anyway that they want to play import-wise. Me, myself, I have a Japanese Dreamcast that is modded, so... Oh, you're talking. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. So it doesn't. Basically, the one you have, most likely, the modded one, most likely doesn't have a disk drive in it. And they mod them and they put like an adapter that uses SD cards or something like that, and it has the games installed on them. I understand what you're saying now with all the games. That's kind of cool. It's kind of illegal too. So I'm sure it's worth something. I have no idea what the going rate is on that. But I bet you it doesn't have a disk drive in it. Or it may. I've seen some where they have the disk drive and they're still modded, and you can put like an SD card on the side. So it's got emulators and stuff on it. Honestly, the Dreamcast isn't the greatest emulator machine. That's cool that it can do it, but there's so many better things that you could do that on. Just get a Raspberry Pi. My Dreamcast, I have mine's not modded, but I have, like, they used to make these Sega Genesis like collection discs, and people figured out how to mod those discs and put more games on them. So like I have like all the Genesis games, and then I have emulators, but they're all on disc for Dreamcast. So I could put a disc in, and it has all the games and the emulator on the disc. But Dreamcast isn't really a good emulator system. I mean, there's better stuff. You need the cords and controllers. Yeah, I mean, so somebody's selling it without cords and controllers? I wouldn't pay that much for it then. These are better emulator things than a Dreamcast. You can mod this and put a bunch of games on it. And it's easier. I'm tired. Got 20 minutes left. Oh, wife found it. Who just sets out a Dreamcast? Was it like... How do you find a Dreamcast? Was it like in the trash or something? So what's everybody been playing? Obviously, I'm stuck on God of War. I think I'm gonna do a stream tonight, but I think I gotta play something else than God of War, so I might do a retro game stream tonight. I just play some retro games. I think I'm gonna go retro tonight. I feel like I've been playing too much God of War. I gotta work on. I'm working on an arcade machine for a guy too, and I gotta work on that. Was that an apartment complex evic? And we get a lot of people that find stuff when like people get evicted and they clean out the apartments and they find stuff all the time. They bring it into us to sell usually. I can't believe some of the stuff people leave behind. Throw some different games up. If you guys if you guys are into emulators, download that ROM. That's a really cool game. Super Mario Brothers 3 mix, like Super Mario Brothers Remix, but it's like all Super Mario 3 graphics, but it's all new levels. That's a cool hacked ROM. Actually, maybe I'll stream a little bit of this tonight, too. I like that game. I haven't beat it yet. Probably should do that. So what's everybody playing? What games are you guys playing? Nobody's talking besides Barry. No problem. Yeah, I mean, if you need cords and stuff, I mean, you're probably like $5 to $10 on the controller. $5 to $10 on each of the cords. Everybody does ROM. I mean, it's not like this really exists. So yeah, Nikki. I mean, it's not like this is a real game. It's not like you can buy it anywhere. I mean, I play ROMs. Oh, Rayman Legends is free. Yeah, that's a free one this month on PlayStation Plus. I think that was free a while ago on Xbox, so I'm not a big Rayman fan. I did download. I mean, I put it in my library. Maybe I'll get to it someday. I would say I would be all about Super Mario Maker if they ever released it for the Switch. I don't know why Nintendo doesn't want to release it for the Switch. I own like every Mario that really. I'm not, Mr. K. I'm not really a trophy person. I really don't care about trophies. I know a lot of people just love trophies. It's just not my thing. World War II, Mud Runner, GTA 5, GTA Sport. Dude, Steel Vengeance, David, freaking awesome. I wrote it twice now. I almost wrote it 3 times. If I would have had more time last night, I would have wrote it again. It is. I grew up riding roller coasters, and most roller coasters don't even like. I don't get scared at all. I mean, I don't even get I don't even get a little bit nervous on a roller coaster anymore. I didn't get nervous on that one, but that one is one of the few ones that make me go, oh man, like while I'm riding it, that it got a response out of me. It takes your breath away. I did try the Detroit demo. I'm not big into those type of games, Mr. K. If you like those type of games, it'll be popular. But I'm not into those type of games. It's more of a interactive movie than a game, to me. David, Steel Vengeance, though. Oh, jeez. And for those of you guys that don't know, I live by a place called Cedar Point. I live 5 minutes from it. And the last couple nights, they're doing it again tonight. But for if you have a season pass, you had to register, but you could go over there, ride the new roller coaster. But the park's really not open till Saturday. But I will show you guys what it looks like. And David, some of it, man, it looks like you're gonna get your head chopped off. It is so like, man, it just looks like you're gonna hit everything. It's hard to describe. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Here we go. All right, this is a new roller coaster. It's way better than Maverick. You get more airtime, David, on this than any other roller coaster I've ever rode. I rode with my cousin. What's up, little French lady? I rode with my cousin yesterday, and he was freaking out. He felt like he was gonna like fly out of his seat. And the worst thing, David, there's nothing to hold on to. They give you like a little handle by your leg, like a little cloth handle, but you can't. There's nothing to hold on to in front of you, and there's like maybe on the side you can hold on to. It's crazy. There's no oh crap bars. And I rode in the front seat yesterday, and they have them in the front seat, but I couldn't reach them. Like they were so far out there. I like all those too, David. That's cool, Billy. The weird thing is too, when you go around corners a lot, like it's like say you're going around a corner to your right, the roller coaster will tilt out to the left. So it's like you're gonna fly out. It feels like you're gonna fly out. It is awesome though, David. You'll like it. Nikki, all those games are cool. Sarah, if you're talking about me, I'm married with kids. And right there for you. Goodbye, Sarah. It's kind of the same line, David, but they did redo most of they did most of the. It's all new railings, and they did redo it in there, so it's not the exact same, but the leading up to it is the same where you go underneath. But they added stuff on the side. They added like a little story to it. They have characters walking around in character. So they did add to the atmosphere, and they put up all kinds of monitors, and it's a lot cooler to be in line. It's an awesome roller coaster. I loved it. I loved it. I love roller coasters, so. Yeah, Mean Street beat the crap out of me. I will tell you though, David. I rode it, the first time I rode it, I was in the middle of the train. And the second time I rode it, I did the front row. The front row kind of beats you up a little bit because it's like you fly up and down so much. I thought it was smoother in the middle. Nikki, that's cool. I usually go to I used to go to E3 every year. I haven't went the last couple of years. But hopefully you get to see everything you want to see. Hopefully you know some people that'll get you behind the scenes. Top 10 roller coasters in the world. Yeah, and they were testing it yesterday. I do the Windseeker, but I'm kind of leery to ride that, David, anymore. And I'll tell you why. 1 second. Because they have that same ride in California. There's a oh, let me turn this down. Red Dead 2, by the way, looks freaking awesome. They have the same ride, David, at a place called Knott's Berry Farm. It's in L.A. Well, it's in California. It's owned by the same company that owns Cedar Point. And that one broke down there with people on it up at the top. And they were stuck up there for 4 hours. I couldn't imagine. Because if you think about that ride, if it breaks down and you're up, there's no way they can get you down. So until they fix it, you're screwed. You're stuck up there. That's why, like, I maybe ride that once or twice a year. And every time I ride it, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, please don't break down. The worst I've ever... but Power Tower, if you get stuck, they could get you down. And Power Tower is all air, too, so... it's not like it would get mechanically like broke down and you'd be stuck up there. It's all compressed air, so like you're not gonna. The way that ride works is you wouldn't get stuck. The worst I ever I got stuck on. Well, it's the Rougarou now, but before it was the Rougarou. God, what was it called? But it was a stand-up coaster. And I got stuck at the top of that one, and it was like 95 degrees that day, and that thing is so uncomfortable for guys because it was basically the Raptor. Oh no, the Raptor. You got stuck on the Raptor. I got stuck on those stand-up coaster, and it was already uncomfortable, and then it was like 95 degrees, and the sun was just beating down on one side of my face. Mantis, that's what it was. Yeah. That was the worst one I ever got. I was stuck on there for like a half an hour. I don't even want to see how long the line's going to be, though, for that new roller coaster, though, when they actually open up. It's going to be crazy long. I would almost suggest doing a fast pass. Yeah, usually if you get stuck, it's like 5-10 minutes. But usually people get stuck because they just have to shut it down while they get somebody on or off or something like that. How about those calves, David? They give you a heart attack last night like they did me? I was thinking that too. It should open up some of the lines for the other things. Plus, everybody will be in the very, very back part of the park. Yes. I agree with you on that, David. The other thing I'm wondering what's going to happen is I think a lot of people are going to go. The bad thing I think is going to happen, though, yeah, the Cavs definitely stole that one. They probably didn't deserve to win. I think a lot of people are going to go, even more people are going to go park in the back now. And I think it's going to be it's already hard to get a parking spot for like Soak City and stuff like that. I think it's going to be even worse now with that roller coaster back there. I think a lot of people are just going to park in the back and try to go to that side entrance because that's the closest entrance to that ride. So you're going to see huge amounts of people coming from the hotels and parking back there and going to it. Let's just stay at Lighthouse Point. That's cool. I have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Yep. 3 minutes till closing time. The cabins by the Main Street. Yeah, that's cool. This is kind of going to be sad for me this year because this is the first year my wife's aunt and uncle always had a boat over there, but they sold their boat. So this will be the first year that I really won't have access. Well, I mean, I still know people that have boats over there, but it was so nice that my aunt and uncle had a boat over there. I could just go on the boat whenever I wanted to. We could just, like, if we needed a break, we could just go hang out on their boat. Cavs game's at 6 tomorrow? Why so early? That's odd. I didn't even know it was at 6. It's odd. So I'm going to miss being able to hang out at the boat. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, boats and right. Actually, like the boat Boston's at 8:30. You'd think they put the Cavs later with LeBron just to for the, more primetime spot. Because people on the West Coast aren't even going to be watching. That'd be 3 o'clock on the West Coast. Yeah, it won't be the same for sure. The Cedar Point docks were kind of, I think it was $3,000 to dock your boat there. But you got, that was for the whole season, which started like a month ago or so if you put your boat in. And if you look at it as like you're paying rent at like an apartment or something, for $3,000, man, you get all summer long there. You get cable, you get a meal plan, you get 2 passes to the park, and you get a parking spot at the marina. It's actually kind of a bargain. You get cable, you get electric, you get all your stuff's taken care of. Even food, you get 2 meals a day. It's actually not a bad deal. There's a lot of people that live on their boats all summer long just because of that deal. Yeah, that's the barbecue restaurant is Famous Dave's. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I like Famous Dave's. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to keep talking to you guys while I close out, but I'm going to go lock the door up. Do I take the Causeway or Cedar Point Drive to get there? I go on the causeway. It depends where I'm coming from. I do either or. Usually the causeway, though. Yeah, the houses are really expensive, too, on Cedar Point Drive. They're crazy expensive. The pass is actually a good deal. Plus, if you get the meal plan, that's a good deal too. So, I eat over there way too much, probably. You only go twice a year. I go like 2 times a week usually, David. Yeah, I do single rider. Actually, probably more than I would like to. The thing is, like, my wife doesn't ride rides, so sometimes if I go over there with her, she'll go do something. Like, it's weird. Like, all right, my older daughter will ride anything. So a lot of times if I go, like, that's who I rode the first time with the Steel Vengeance on. So I rode with her. My younger daughter doesn't ride anything, and neither does my wife. So a lot of times I'll go with my older daughter and we'll ride the rides, and then my wife will take my younger daughter on some of the other rides that they'll ride. But yeah, I do single rider sometimes. I wish they would do single rider at Cedar Point like they do for Disney. At Disney, like there's a different line for single rider, and a lot of times the single rider, man, you can go like almost right up to the front, and they just fill you in where they need a single rider. It's awesome. And there were times at Disney where me and my daughter, even though we were together, we'd both go in the single rider line just so we could ride the things quicker. Single rider. staples. Oh, man. Well, I do have to kind of call it a night because I got to get out of here. So I will see you guys later. Unfortunately, I got to go home and do some adulting. And being an adult sucks.